All right, we're gonna attach zip ties to the Holeyboard, and Bennett here is gonna help. So zip ties, if you followed me, it's called the Holeyboard because it's filled with holes. It does work very well. I've spent 10 years plus, almost I guess 12, going on 13, trying to optimize it for zip ties. They're damage free, they hold tight, for many reasons. And sometimes they just make sense and sometimes they don't. You can use whatever attachment method you want, but if you're a fan of Boss style pedals, this is one that I had just picked up at Twin Town, and it had a label on it, but they have the big rubber pad on it, which is difficult to get like a hook and loop or a dual lock or something like that on there. Or if you have like weird stuff, this is a tremolo that I actually do use. I put my own sticker on it, but I didn't make it. The Mystery Machine. You want to put weird stuff, zip ties can also work great. So there's a couple quick tricks that I'm going to show you. So the edges on the Holeyboards, you'll see I have these little notches in here, and it's to encourage people to use all the way up to the edge. This is a perfectly great surface for using zip ties, and the reason that I put up the edge is you can take and put about 4 Boss or 4 standard size pedals on a module A per level. So each module A can handle about 8 standard size pedals. Especially since everybody's moved to, most people have, the thin pancake style connectors for your patch cables. Use those. You can fit about 4 pedals if you use it right up to the edge, which is really nice. Trying to get more stuff in less space. That's also why I don't have a big piece of wood or plastic that's just making this wider and higher up, right? We're trying to mimic what it's like to be on the floor, so then we can get another pedal above it. So we have those nice 2 levels for the ergonomics, and zip ties are a great way to go. So I'm gonna take my zip tie. If you haven't used zip ties, there's one end that kind of pokes out, and there's the flat end that's parallel, and we're gonna put that end through that end, and it's a kind of a one-time thing to zip through. I'm arranging this on the edge for like a Boss style pedal. Let's start here first. You can see I'm gonna go inside here. This is where I'm gonna end up putting it works great for Boss pedals. And I'm putting the edge over here on the edge of the board, right where that notch is, and you can see there's a spot, there's a hole right here that's like, it's almost like it was designed just to do that for a Boss size pedal, and it was. So you can connect this. I'll show you what it's like to zip it down. That literally, as I'm tightening it up here a little bit, I want to tighten it and get it close, and this is going to tuck down underneath this knob, okay, when we tighten it. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to putting it near the edge, and when I get close to the edge, I want to tighten it, and I pull it like that, okay? So you can see from the top how neat and clean that is. Crazy, crazy tight, okay? That's what it looks like from the bottom. And then what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna show you the tip number 2. If you have a pair of lineman's pliers, I'm gonna show it to you just with like a Leatherman, because a lot of people don't have wider pliers, so you could even do it with, they're kind of needle nose, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna grip it right tightly, okay? I'm gripping onto the zip tie, and then I'm gonna keep it gripped, and I'm just turning it in my hand, and I'm gonna twist it, and then it comes off. So that's using zip ties, and again, when there's a rubber base or rubber feet and you cinch it down, it really does hold incredibly strong. You can pretty much put any kind of pedal anywhere and the right holes will be there. One more tip I'm gonna show you. So I showed you how to attach a Boss pedal using a zip tie and then how we trim it off. Well, what if I wanna use zip ties, but I've got something, this is the Super Puss right here, but I've got something big. How am I gonna, and one zip tie doesn't make it around it? Well, we're just gonna take 2 zip ties and we're gonna attach them together, okay? So I'm just attaching 2 zip ties together. And let's say now I wanna go around this guy. I find a hole that looks pretty good. I can zip this down like that. I'm going to do this up on this corner right here. And tighten it up. And then I'm going to take my, I can take a pliers. Try and do this in reverse so you can see, but I grip it at the end and I just twist it, and I've got a nice clean edge. And I'll do the same thing on the bottom, but then I've got a nice big pedal, whatever size you want, just to attach 2 zip ties together. So that's using zip ties to attach pedals to the pedalboard.